Held every 5 years, the National Congress of the Communist Party of China is arguably the most important event on the Chinese political calendar. At the Congress, delegates elect senior figures who will be responsible for leading the country. The Congress is the highest leading organ of the CPC, which had 89.5 million members by the end of 2016, roughly the population of Egypt. Today we are looking at the top 5 most interesting facts about the CPC National Congress. Starting at number 5, only 12 delegates attended the first CPC National Congress, which was held in Shanghai and then Jiaxing almost 100 years ago in 1921. 2 agents sent by Moscow called the meeting, and letters were sent out to delegates in 7 Chinese provinces, including a young Mao Zedong. Each invitation came with 200 silver dollars of travel money, a sum that represented nearly 2 years of Mao's teaching salary. The Congress began in the gray bricked house in Shanghai's French concession, but was put to an end due to harassment from the French policemen on July 30th. The delegates then agreed to move the meeting to South Lake in Jiaxing. The wife of one of the delegates hired a pleasure boat, and they all pretended to play mahjong while discussing the future of China to avoid unwanted attention. Representing 53 party members nationwide, the 12 delegates witnessed the founding of the Communist Party of China at the first Congress. Guess what 11 stands for? Many of you might assume that the congresses must take place in the capital city of Beijing, but the fact is, out of the past 18 congresses, only 11 were held in Beijing. The other 7, also the first 7, shuttled between Shanghai, Guangzhou, Wuhan, Yan'an, and even Moscow. The 6th Congress was moved to Moscow because it coincided with a suppression campaign against the CPC by the nationalist government in 1928. The Congress was held from June 18 to July 11 in the outskirts of Moscow. More than 140 CPC delegates from all parts of China risked their lives coming to Moscow to attend the Congress, thanks to the assistance of the Russian people and some international organizations. Those CPC delegates managed to pull it off amidst harsh challenges. Starting with the 8th Congress in 1956, the meeting finally settled in Beijing, which has been hosting the Congress ever since. As the meeting is called the National Congress of the Communist Party of China, you might assume that all those participating are CPC members, but the answer is no. The CPC National Congress invites 5 groups of non-CPC representatives to attend the event. These representatives include members of democratic parties, people with no party affiliation, ethnic minorities, religious figures, and members from the All China Federation of Industry and Commerce. They were seated on the rostrum as VIP guests. Prior to the Congress, the CPC also consults these groups for their advice on drafting policies. Moving on to number 2 on our list. The next figure is 521, the number of female delegates attending the 18th National Congress in 2012. Over the past 2 decades, the number of female delegates attending the Congress has seen steady growth. Among the 2,270 delegates attending the 18th Congress, 521 were women, accounting for about 23% of the total. At the 18th Congress, 17 female delegates from Hunan Province were representing more than 734,000 female CPC members in the province, and more than half of the 17 female delegates had a grassroots background, including a factory worker, a rural teacher, and a tour guide. As a woman from the grassroots myself, I'm very happy to see this trend. Prior to every Congress, overseas reporters are invited by Chinese officials to report on the event. At the 18th Congress, held 5 years ago, more than 1,000 overseas reporters and 400 from China's Taiwan and Hong Kong and Macau special administrative regions had applied to cover the meeting. The number of overseas reporters registered to cover the 18th National Congress saw a remarkable increase over the previous Congress, showing the world's rising attention to a rapidly changing China. So there you have it, the top 5 interesting facts about China's most important political event, the CPC National Congress. Stay tuned for our next episode on the top 5 interesting facts about the upcoming 19th CPC National Congress. I'm your host Jialan. Thanks for watching and see you next time.